Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So since the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing this very interesting scenario, I'm pretty much sure you also want to find out where and what kind of scenario could be unfolding next year in the immediate short term and in the upcoming days. If that's the case, then come on, hit that like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now, without wasting any time, let's jump into the content. So now, before we jump into the smaller time frame and also in a daily time frame, let's have a quick look at this price action of Bitcoin in a weekly time frame, because in a weekly, we are aware as long as the price of Bitcoin is going to remain above this rising trend line that has been acting as a support since March 2020, showing us the possible trend direction as well, and along with that, this 50 weekly moving average support. So as long as the price of Bitcoin in a bigger time frame is going to remain above this 38 to 39,000 support from this moving average and this rising trend line, any sort of a price pullback should not be looked as an actual trend unless we are breaking the support from this 50 weekly moving average and this rising trend line. Only after that, this should be looked as an actual trade here in a bigger time frame. Even though right now, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin in a weekly is showing some really nice impulsive movement. So now let's find out in a daily time frame what kind of price structure could be unfolding next for Bitcoin. So guys, now if we look at this price action of Bitcoin in a daily time frame, as you can see, the daily candle looks very interesting. And if you also have watched my video from yesterday, we were aware around this 43 to 44,000 there was a strong line of resistance acting from this Williams alligator indicator and also from this 20 and 50 moving average, the exponential moving average. But now, as you can see, the price has already pierced through this moving average and also pierced through this Williams alligator indicator. What does this actually mean? Now, if the price of Bitcoin is going to find support above this 45 to 46,000 range, this could trigger another movement here to the upper direction. Why? Because if you look at this to the downside, this MACD has already flashed a bullish MACD cross, right? RSI has jumped above 50 level and this T3CCI started appearing in a positive territory. I said to you yesterday, only if these three indicators are going to confirm this movement, then there is a high probability of price also continue this rally here to the upper direction. So now in a daily, we want our price of Bitcoin to stay above this 45 to 46,000 range. If that is going to happen, then there is also a very likely scenario the trend is going to continue here to the upper direction. And not just only this one scenario, guys. Many were also asking me regarding the Wyckoff's accumulation phase and this being a possible retest. That could be because we were aware around this price range, 41,000 range, you can see this was a strong line of resistance. And when the price of Bitcoin saw this pullback, exactly when we reached there, we found a strong support. That was around 41,000 range. So that's why, guys, right now, if the bulls wants to start this rally here to the upside, this is the perfect time. Why? Because you can see here, according to this Wyckoff accumulation phase, right now, where we could be is this phase D. In phase D, there are going to be more of a shakeout, but price starts breaking out of here very soon. So in our case, if this here was the retest and if we are also going to make a similar price movement here in this manner, then for the bulls, this is the perfect time, guys, because this here does looks like a retest, right? And also this pullback here could make sense if you look at this price action a bit differently. Let me show you here. And now, if we look at this price action of Bitcoin according to this bump and run reversal phase, guys, according to this bump and run, you can also see the pullback that we witnessed, throwback towards the trend line, just like here with Wyckoff accumulation phase, a pullback towards this previous temporary resistance line. And now, if this is going to play out in favor of bulls, just like as shown in the example, as soon as you break out of this falling trend line, you usually see a throwback towards the trend line and start this new uphill run. So in our case, this is also looking pretty similar, a throwback towards this trend line which previously acted as a resistance. And now if this is going to be in favor of bulls, then this is the perfect time. So that's why I was saying you also looking through Wyckoff, right? For the bulls, this is the perfect time to take control over the market. But if the price does find a proper support above this 45 to 46,000 range, this could actually play out in favor of bulls, guys. Let me show you why. So guys, now does this make sense? This Wyckoff accumulation, also this bump and run reversal, is this still going to be in favor of bulls and price is also going to continue this rally here to the upside? Now let me show you along with this CPI indicator, because this CPI indicator is a leading indicator, and also according to the CPI indicator, we already have a new price target for Bitcoin here to the upside for this October month and also here to the downside. So first monthly R1 target for this October month is lying around $51,296, and the first monthly support line is lying around $37,976, let's say $38,000. So what does this actually mean for Bitcoin? Because if you look at the price action, the price has already pierced through these three important resistance lines. We have already broken over it. You can see here the bottom CPI line got broken, central CPI line, which was a strong resistance line around 45,000, also got broken, and 46,000 resistance line got broken. So is this a sign that this trend here is going to continue this rally at least towards this monthly R1 line before choosing a trend direction, just like here from past Bitcoin price action? Let me show you this one here. In an uptrend, we have talked about this scenario plenty of time. In an uptrend like this, the CPI usually makes an ascending CPI, and it acts as a ladder, and with each and every price pullback, you can see the price tends to be finding support at the CPI line and continue this rally here to the upside. But in a downtrend, right, the CPI line act as a resistance, pullback, resistance, right, resistance. But when we started this new rally and also found a new ascending CPI, we were aware maybe the trend might be changing, and you can see after that this CPI line started acting as a support. We had this new rally here to the upside, and when we saw this movement here to the upside, since this was also ascending CPI, there was a very likely scenario the price could see a movement at least towards this first monthly R1 line, right, before choosing a trend duration. And what happened after that, you can see we had this massive pullback again towards this monthly CPI line. But now if we look at this from this October month, you can see the price of Bitcoin has already pierced through this top CPI line, central CPI line, which was a strong resistance line, and also the bottom CPI line. For us, what I personally want the price of Bitcoin to do, even if we are going to see some sort of a pullback again, I want the price of Bitcoin to clearly stay above this monthly CPI lines, which is lying around, the top CPI line is lying around 46,200 area, and the central CPI line is lying around 45,400 area. So if we do manage to find support above this 45 to 46,000 and flip it into support, guys, there is a very high chance the price is also going to touch this monthly R1 line that is lying around 51,296 area. And also, guys, for those individuals who are using this CPI indicator to trade in a daily basis, congratulations to you, because yesterday we got a great opportunity. Because if you look at this price action, when the price of Bitcoin was heading here and starting a new month, you can see here we got a new CPI place for this October month, and this was a VCPI. What usually happens is price gets gravitated towards a CPI line before choosing a trend direction. And you can see what happened all of a sudden, since it was the VCPI, CPI trader knew that, right? So you can see after that price also came and got gravitated towards the bottom CPI line and also broke out of it. And it is also showing us right now that this price movement, right, if we do see any sort of a pullback now, this CPI line around 45 to 46 is going to be one strong line of support for Bitcoin. And if we do manage to somehow stay above it, right, there is also a very high chance of price to reach the monthly R1 line that is lying around $51,296. Let me also aware you, this here is not an ascending CPI. You can see we are lining up almost like parallelly. So this is mostly looked as a moderately bullish CPI and not a clear bullish CPI. So there might be some more pullback type of scenario around this 46 to 45,000 range. This is also one thing you have to take consideration. Okay, guys. So if we do find support and also price remain above this 45, 46,000 range, then as I've already said, the trend here is going to continue to the upside. So these are some of the simple scenarios I wanted to show you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on guys, hit that subscribe button and the bell. Now, by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.